Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm recording.
All right, we're gonna do an EX Hidden Legends Metagross pack opening. So one good thing to always check to make sure that these are not tampered with and haven't been resealed, as is the case with a lot of vintage stuff, especially lately as this becomes more and more popular. Unfortunately, a lot of people looking to take advantage of those out there. So here's a couple useful tips and tricks to kind of help you get along. So one thing that you take a look at is you'll notice these puncture marks if you want to take a look at this a little bit closer in the back. Those are good. That's okay that they're there. It's actually to make sure that the flates don't, or that the packs, sorry, don't inflate or deflate while they're packed inside of a box based on where they're stored. That way, if it gets hot or if it gets cold, they can respond to the elements as long as they're in a dry area. It doesn't matter if it's cold or hot in temperature. That way the cards are safe and sealed, whereas moisture could grow and develop in these. They saw those problems, and so they quickly adapted their strategy out on the manufacturing line to make sure that was good. Additionally, and maybe the most important feature of all of this stuff, apart from just checking the general and overall surface of the pack, is whether or not it's sealed on the back. When these edges have come clear of where the knurled rollers have sealed the pack shut once the cards have been placed inside, this thing runs as a giant wrapper along a conveyor belt. The bottom gets sealed first, the packs go in, it gets wrapped around, and then sealed on the top, and it runs out, they're boxed up and out the door. These were done in such a limited run that during the EX series, when Pokemon first took over from WotC or Wizards of the Coast, what was really important to note was that the consistency of the materials that they used for the cards was not good at all. Their quality control sucked, quite frankly. So there's a lot of opportunity in the chase cards here, and the fact that these are some of the most exclusive and limited printed sets ever. And additionally, they started featuring new art on the holographic Pokemon and then also reverse rares as an extra means for an extra hit inside of these packs. So what we figured out is that you have to weigh these out booster box by booster box to figure out which 12 or 1/3 of the 36 packs is going to have some hits. Here's Gabby coming to check things out. Apparently he really likes what he sees, so that's a good indicator, a good omen. And effectively weigh out the top 12 to make sure that they were the heaviest on a box by box basis. We've done that with 3 other packs that were confirmed to have come to this box, and this is the heaviest, weighing somewhere in the range between 4/10 and 6/10 rather of a gram heavier than the other packs. So we're gonna open this guy up now and see what we get. So we'll start with the edges. We want to do everything we can to try to preserve the pack. It's a really cool keepsake in kind of this whole process. And you can see there the glue coming undone in a really nice fashion. There's not any excess glue, which is really important to call out in this kind of stuff. You can see how clean that is. It looks like it's OEM, original to manufacturer, so to speak. And now to be really gentle, we'll pull the back here. And split the spine of the packaging to make sure that no damage or harm is done to the pack itself. And then that way, we get a really cool wrapper that we get for our collection. Check this out. So these were sealed so well that the packaging, the foil wrapper, is actually peeling away from the plastic packaging. And this is sealed really well to the point, oh, no, there we go. Okay, we got lucky. I was gonna get a knife or maybe a tool because I don't want to risk that, you know what I mean? All right, and then a perfect pull the other way, and we don't have to finish unwrapping. Now, if I remember right, obviously this was done in a time before code cards. Look at that packaging. What a perfect tear there. We love to see that, crack in that pack. There are no code cards, and you'll notice that on the back. Now, what's really cool here is if we look at this, we can see that there's a distinct split in these cards, and it does appear to be the 3rd one in, which is really important for us because it's a 2 card from the back that we're going to remove. So 1, 2. We'll put those to the front, And now we have whatever our big hit is going to be if it doesn't slide off into nowhere. And it looks like at a first glance, the centering on the back looks nice and clean, which is good. Again, there's a lot of errant cards in these sets because of how they were handled and because of that manufacturing process. And again, inconsistent materials back in the day. Again, this is Pokemon taking over for who was kind of the master of the domain at that time with Wizards of the Coast. We're also going to do a reverse sleeve on this reverse holo because these can be really big hits too. Keep in mind that any card apart from the holos and then the EX hits can actually appear in the set as a reverse rare. So we want to treat it as a potentially really cool holographic rare card that we might pull. All right, Gabs, we got to get out of the way, big guy. Come on. You big Henri butt. All right. Spinda. Swalot. All of these Pokemon mostly being Gen 1 through Gen 3, primarily Gen 3. The Metagross pack art, again, kind of paying homage to the fact that this was the first series in the TCG that Pokemon had actually appeared in, along with a lot of other third-gen Pokemon as well. Oh, we got Plusle and Minion. That's really cool. So the two Pikachu-like Pokemon, and this is a huge hit. We got a starter, Cyndaquil, and then a reverse Tentacool. So what's cool about these sets, what you got to remember is the reverses were done in a way that was before the full card was enveloped in foil. And so what they did instead is the reverse was actually a holo, and then it had the logo art for the set itself. So you can see down on here, as they started to have the logos appear, you saw that with the Delta species and the Pokemon types. This was Pokemon dipping their toes into the water, and they had the energy types as the holographic pattern. So kind of a really cool feature inherent with these cards. A really cool hit, again, a Tentacool. You know, if I think about cards that I really like from past sets, I think about like Misty's Tentacool and things like that. Let's make sure we get these bad boys sleeved up. Of course, we're going to hard case every single one of these. Again, I told you the cat being around, clearly an obvious omen. We're getting dubs all around right now, which is huge. I'm really happy too. It's really cool anytime you guys get to see like evolutions continued out within the same pack. And especially for the players of the card game, that's huge, right? To be able to have something that you can switch out on the battlefield and make more effective. You know, anytime you get those partner, twin, or pair Pokemon, it's really cool to see that out of a pack, especially vintage, because it makes it that much more special. All right. And what'll be really cool too is we'll send all of these cards in to be graded eventually. Okay, so now what's really important to know out of here with these EX series sets is not only were the holos really, really cool and intense, but additionally, before they went to the Delta species and then Gold Star cards in the future EX sets, they had the EX series cards. And so we actually saw that in one of the promos that we have hard cased around here somewhere, where the outside edges also share the same holographic pattern as other features on the card, including the holographic area in the art panel that features the Pokemon itself. Let's see if we got lucky enough to hit that. The hit rates, if I'm not mistaken, with these EX sets, it's usually 1 in 2 or 1 in 3 booster boxes it takes to hit the full art EX. So if we get really lucky here and we hit big off of eBay, we're going to have a crazy story to share, and I'm going to be absolutely enamored to let the buyer know that their stuff was really cool for us and our collection and our viewers too. Drum roll, please. All right, looks like just a regular rare Chimenko? I don't know. Chemicho. Flying balloon with halo. That's what it is, clearly. This is awesome. This is sweet. It's not every day that you get to pull vintage stuff like this, so thanks for taking the time to check this out with us. We'll put the links for the socials and all of the stuff below, so make sure to go check all that stuff out later. We want to hear from you and what you thought. Let us know too in the comments and in the feedback section. What kind of Pokemon stuff would you like to see us do in the future? A little sneak peek. You've seen what we're going to do next. And the next content drop we have for you is a Sun and Moon Celestial Storm series. Booster box, we're going to be ripping that open in its entirety. We're chasing some old Neo era art. There's a Tyranitar in this set, and in addition, there's a Rayquaza and a Blaziken that are absolutely stunning in full art. If we can get any of those, we'll be over the moon. So stay tuned, guys, and thanks again.